It's another episode of Venture Maidens. I'm really happy to be here. Times are tough all around the world right now, so it's really awesome to get together with friends and lovely folks and just play some goddamn D&D. So, hello everybody. Hello. How are you all doing out there in the chat? Oh, Coconut. Oh, I see so many. Hi, babies. So sweet. Venturers. Yeah. Okay, well, good. Intro achieved. Hi, everybody. My name is Celeste Konowich, and I'm going to be your dungeon master.
My name's Brittany Quintero. I'm the Moon Elf Warlock Arnadelethil.
Hello, I am Katie. I'm going to be playing Fera, the Tiefling Sorceress.
I'm Nassim. I'm playing your human monk, Sayanur.
And I'm Sage, and I am your barbarian cleric, Carbonhilda.
Oh, no spicy adjective?
No, I couldn't think of one.
No! Wow. Oh my gosh, we had a lot of fun last time here. Thank you for the host. Nassim, look at you. We had a lot of fun here last time on Venture Maidens. It was our first ever shopping episode. So it was totally light, totally fun. Nothing went wrong until it did. So I guess before we can dive into today's episode, we need to travel back in time, Maidens, and tell me what happened last time on Venture Maidens.
We started out in our bed and breakfast.
A hostel.
Yeah, the hostel. And we decided to drop our stuff off basically and go to the bar / casino game room and kind of decide what we wanted to do. Important stuff. We ordered drinks and fried pickles. And
mozzarella sticks. Ooh.
And wings.
Buffalo wings.
I was editing that clip today where Brittany was just screaming, fucking appetizers, mozzarella sticks, I'll be a happy bitch. And I was like, I want that to be my text sound. Brittany screaming, happy bitch.
Sorry. That was a real life moment. You put the image in my head and I couldn't unsee it.
It was visceral.
It was so fucking funny.
True happiness captured.
True
for
mozzarella
fuck's sake.
Sticks, bless.
And fried pickles.
Bless.
I'm hungry now.
Shit. I won't fucks with that. But, yeah.
I literally drink pickle juice out of the jar.
God, you vile creature.
No way, it's fucking delicious.
No.
Let me hear some people raise their hands for pickle juice out of the jar.
Some people in the chat are on your traitor team, but
oh
no. Anyway, after that monstrosity, what else happened?
Won some money with the slot machine, sat down, had our wonderful dinner, pre-gamed, met the cool bartender who was a doppelganger and gave us good yet expensive beverages.
Yep.
And we pre-gamed with some apps and bevies before we get out of the town.
Oh
we
my
play
God.
D&D right. I just want to remind everyone in chat.
This is the true fantasy life.
Yeah.
I love that we had these expert crafted cocktails with mozzarella sticks and fried pickles.
You also got buffalo wings, so you know.
Really,
The
this just makes me want to go out with you guys. Sounds like a great night.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yes.
We just know how to treat ourselves.
Yeah.
That's all.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then we started the shopping trip. We started hot and ready with I think Fera, you went and found some potions?
No, that was
later.
First you
That was the
went and
last
you found your ring, I think you bought.
Oh, I started? Okay.
Yeah,
Then
were
yeah.
gonna, like street meet.
You
Yeah.
met the hippopotamus man in the curiosity shop who sold you that ring.
Yeah, I met a solid fellow, and he sold me the ring of quickness, something like that.
Hell
it was
yeah.
like a cool silver ring that looked like a coil that glowed like blue lightning when it was being activated. And then I started to get tipsy very quickly because Sai is a lightweight, and found you guys shopping for staffs.
I mean, well, we were just walking and it called my name, and Farah's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey." And that happened. I got a dope staff, and we all pulled our resources, and are just like, "Look, here's all my money. Just take it.
Take everything.
Just take all of it." And I had to give up my rotted, froggy little wand of polymorph that we've had since Madame Fortuna.
God, like episode 11,
4 or 5.
I think it was super early. I've had that thing and it's had its uses, but it was starting to make my bag of holding stink a little bit. So she was like, "Yeah, whatever, take it."
Yeah,
it's pretty nasty.
Man, it knocked off the price a whole lot.
It did. I mean, right away I was like, I can't afford that, but I need it. So that was a dope transaction. And then I think you wandered in at that point.
And I bought a stick leaning against the wall, and I asked nothing about it. I discovered nothing. I was just like, "Hey, this is cool. Can I have it?" And she was like, "Yeah, no one wants it." And I was like, "200 good."
Oh
yes. I know.
But it was a good staff, okay? I just forgot to mention that it was a staff of stunning. It's a good fucking staff. It's better than the quarter staff I had.
When I want to start selling knives, I know who I'm going to talk to first, Nassim. That's all I'm saying.
Cool. Are they stainless steel? I'm sold.
They can cut through anything. Watch them cut
Tupperware? I don't need it, but no problem.
Tell me one good thing about this. I'm convinced.
Oh, no one wants it? Perfect. That means it was meant for me.
That means I can give it a home.
I felt sorry for it because it was dusty in the corner.
It was dusty, but it was pretty still. It was very much Saya's simple aesthetic. It was smooth and
what
had
kind of wood is it made out of? I need to know.
It's in the description, I'm sure. I wrote it in there.
It says a wooden staff.
Okay.
I need to know what tree was felled for this.
What was the name of the tree? Where did this come from?
Yeah, what kind of wood?
I would like to know too.
Like English oak, black walnut, maple.
That one.
Yeah.
Black walnut.
Yo, that's my Harry Potter wand. Let's go.
I think my Harry Potter wand is like beech wood or birch wood, something like that.
Very
yeah.
Nice.
And then
anyway.
And then moving along from Harry Potter. So what next? We went to one more shop.
Then we went to the potions, and Arvel would have nothing of it, but it was a fun experience.
I saw so many discrepancies. I was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for y'all outside. Apothecarily speaking.
I got mage wine. Sorry, I was posting the link.
Yeah, you got mage wine. You got like a cool mix and match kind of potion shop.
It's like when you go to the grocery store and you get the thing to hold all the different wine and booze bottles.
Yes,
that's what we did.
Every trip to the grocery store.
10% discount. It's the only way to live, honestly.
Honestly, really. I can't say no to a deal.
I'm working on a freelance writer's salary. It's the only way. It's the only way to live. Yes, and so you got these potions, and as you walked outside, something else happened. Katie, do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so there I was holding my purchases, giddy as could be, on the bargains that I received, and suddenly I blinked and I was not shopping anymore. I was sitting next to one of the sisters who asked me if I would like to become the head of the Sisters of Sorrow, casually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's where we're picking up. So right now, all of you had just stepped out of this potion shop, this DIY potion shop, kind of into the streets of the bazaar. And none of you had seen this, but Fera, all of a sudden, reality for you had changed, and you had found yourself in the sitting parlor you had been in once before. Last time, it was totally destroyed, torn apart by chaos and whatever forces had befallen the gods. But now it's back in its cozy, overstuffed, crowded sort of state. And one of these women, one of the sisters, had been sitting there waiting for you. And she had basically begun to ask you if you would be interested in leading the Sisters of Sorrow, since all of a sudden they seem to have taken quite a bit of interest in this earthly organization, and they think that the current leadership, well, might not be the best choice to represent their interests, especially considering their past. And you had said some stuff, and she said, you know what, just think about it for just a second. So in that kind of awkward moment, as she's looking at you with this face that shifts between being young, being middle-aged, being old, you really can't tell. Unsettling eyes are just gazing at you as you're in this chair.
Okay. I will think about this. If you don't mind, can I bounce some thoughts off of you as I think about this? Because I'm a pretty cavalier person, but somebody who's going to be the face of an organization that, kind of represents your deities, that I don't want to be cavalier about. First of all, I'm not a cleric, right? I'm sure there's just a lot of confusion on that subject.
No, of course not. Your magic was given to you directly by us.
Okay.
We are well aware of that.
Okay. Would it change your decision on bumping Isolde if you knew that I had it under good authority that a very debonair, strong, capable dwarven woman was going to sweep her off her feet in the near future?
I'm sorry. I don't really see how that's relevant.
I mean, you're implying that a problem with Isolde is that she kind of had a relationship with Rem, are you not?
Yes.
So maybe if she found new love, you wouldn't have to worry about that.
My dear, we are far past things like love and mortal relationships. That surely isn't a factor in our decision here. We are preparing for a war against this Rem, who has made it clear that she intends to attack the gods, to attack us. This is something she will be moving on very quickly. We don't have time to wait for your mortal relationships to evolve or break apart. We need change, and we need it now. We need someone we can trust to manage our defenses.
So could you maybe tell me why you picked me? Because I don't have any sort of connections like Isolde does. I'm just someone who goes out to the bar a lot and sometimes explodes and heals things.
My dear, you are certainly more than that. All right. I don't suppose you ever saw it, but come with me. That mark on your hand, that isn't something that we give out willy-nilly. That is special. That is unique. One might even say not chosen by us, but rather chosen by the weave. And she stands up from the couch and kind of shuffles off towards this door at the back of the room that you actually didn't even notice was there. You're not even sure if it was there just a moment ago. She kind of like ushers a gnarled hand towards you, beckoning you to come towards this door.
Fera gets up and places her potion little satchel on the chair and follows her.
Mm-hmm. And she opens up this door, and this room that you see beyond, it's not really a room. As you look at it, there are all of these threads that are woven in this crisscrossed tapestry pattern that form the walls and the ceilings and the floors of this place. And everything here is in constant motion, as if somebody is like moving this spindle that keeps all of this in motion here. And these threads are multicolored rainbow interlocked in just these incredibly complicated patterns. And she stands for a moment and watches this. This is the fabric of everything, of fate. It is what we keep, what we maintain. It gives us our power. We protect it. For whatever reason, the four of you are needed to keep this together. There is a flaw that has come into the tapestry. See? And she like points out in the middle of this room. And again, you would never have seen this unless she pointed it out to you. This tiny tear, this tiny flaw where the threads move over each other and they just miss and skip. And the only thing that's holding this rope together are 4 golden threads. And as she points it out, it disappears and moves again around into this spinning weave and becomes part of the larger pattern.
Okay, so I guess, do you know how we're gonna change it? Was there always 4? Because I don't know. I came in a lot later, and to be honest, I know from what you said, we have to hold everything together, but sometimes I feel like I'm just trying to hold us together and hold myself as part of the group. And it seems kind of crazy to me still that you would pick me out of all of us to ask this question to.
Well, my dear, we're not picking you out. It seems fate has chosen you. And since you are the one we have given our power to, you are the one we trust the most. So, you are really the only choice. The only logical choice.
Oof. Okay. No pressure. Well,
This, my dear, I'm not sure if you're realizing the gravity of what this is. This is all of fate, all of destiny. Every life that walks upon your world is affected, is controlled by this tapestry. And if it were to break, horrible things would befall the world, would befall these people. Without our protection, without the tapestry, it would all unravel. So, you 4, these golden threads, you must be the ones to keep it together. And it's becoming clearer by the day that this Rem is somehow trying to tear it apart.
okay. Well, then if this is what needs to happen, then okay. I don't know the first thing about running an organization, but all I can do is my best.
Then, good. I would advise you to finish your mission, as it were, not to raise anyone's suspicion, especially this Isolde's, and we will work in our ways to ensure that when you return, the Elysium Keep and the Sisters of Sorrow will be under your control.
And what's going to happen to Isolde?
Is that really important? More important than keeping the fabric of everything together?
Not as important as that, but it's still important.
Well, I suppose it depends if she resists or not. What will happen?
Well, from what I know of her, she's a really great and admirable person. So I just ask that if there's anything that you can do to make sure that
anyone who spends time under the influence of an evil god cannot be trusted. I'm sure you understand that.
I don't know if I do, but I've never been in that position. I think that there's always room for redemption.
She sort of like makes a sour old lady face at you and like indicates for you to move back into the main room.
I shuffle off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she'll close the door behind you, and like with a pat, once again, it like disappears under like a macrame that's suddenly there, covering this door. Well, it is good to know we can trust you, and that you are on our side. So, again, I would like to impress that it may not be the best course of action to reveal this to anyone currently in a position of power with the Sisters of Sorrow. Give us some time to stage things, as it were.
What about the rest of the girls?
Well, I mean, they are in this with you. If you feel you can trust them, then I suppose you can tell them.
And I will, because I don't think that we can have any secrets between us if we're going to work together to fight whatever's ahead.
Well, then congratulations. It seems you've made your first decision as a leader.
Yay!
Well, then, I don't want to keep you any longer. It is imperative you find this way to destroy this avatar, this weapon. You must do it, and you must do it quickly. So, return. And with a wave of her hand, you like end the blink, Fera, and you're back on the streets of the bazaar in that warm night with the smell of food and booze coming from all around you, music pedaling through the streets, and the three of your friends sort of, tipsily stumbling ahead of you, holding packages and presents.
Farah just like dead stops in like their little Sex in the City walk down these.
Hold
on! Just like holding these bottles really tight, and she's like, stop, guys, come back.
Wait,
this isn't
what?
A drunk. No, this. Put the bottle down. This is important. I think.
You got that look. You got the look.
Yeah, was there like a split second where her eyes just went like glossy?
Did you get?
I don't know. What would it look like, Farah? Why don't you decide what happened? What was the visual effect?
Yeah, I mean, Farah has just like this goofy, like the good buzz, look on her face. And she's like, was getting ready to like lift these bottles up triumphantly above her head. And it's just like, she blinked. And then like the second that she opened her eyes back up, like crystal clear, sobered the fuck up, and like her motion just completely stops from this, and she just like pulls it back close to her chest and just dead stops.
Are you okay? Are you gonna horf?
No, I'm not. I'm very sober right now. considering that we have more time to have more nights out before we get there, I really need to talk to you about what just happened with one of the sisters. Can we go back to the rooms and maybe chat about something kind of big that I might have fucked up? I don't know, but I did it. So I need a bottle and I need my girls and a private place.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can assemble like Voltron, like.
As we head back, whenever we make it to the lobby, I'm gonna go up to, what was his name? Our kind of apathetic
Wesley
server.
Bones.
Oh no, Wesley.
Oh, Wesley.
Yeah, who's
Wesley
still there?
Bones.
You've been gone
Yeah.
for hours. He's still there.
Yeah. Hey, Wesley. We're gonna take the rest of the night in our rooms. Could we get like a bottle or two just to, hold us over for the rest of the night?
I can certainly arrange that for you. We'll have something shipped right up.
Thanks, pal. I'll tip him a few silver pieces.
Anything you prefer, just our house grog.
What do you want, Farah?
I need tequila.
Okay. Anything with that, or just any oranges to wield off the scurvy, or?
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. throw some fruit in there, sure.
Aye. Now walk the plank. I'll be up in a moment.
Savvy. All right, I guess we'll usher Farah up because you seem quite shaken.
On our way up, I'm gonna grab some of the disposable Dixie cups that are by the water bubbler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know Kara's got that ever-ending flask, and we're just gonna get started before what's his ass gets upstairs with whatever the fuck he plans on bringing. I'm like, I'm just gonna take a couple of these,
just in case. Yep. Yeah, and you can all head up towards one of your rooms. They're all pretty much identical. That shitty kind of full-sized bed set up on some planks. The walls are slightly curved because you're actually inside a ship with that one sort of porthole. So you can all camp up in a room.
Yeah, Farah just gets it and immediately just like flops onto the bed and like grabs the pillow and buries her face in it for a second until everybody gets settled. Okay. So, kind of like before, I think you guys have done it more than me, where, you're kind of like someplace and then you blink and you're with the sisters. That happened. It was just one of them, and they asked me if I wanted, well, not really wanted, if I would be the head of the Sisters of Sorrow, because they don't trust Isolde since she and Rem, were together. And I, to be honest, don't really know if I'm the person to do that. And I said so, but she was really insistent and said that it was my fate to be, and if I didn't, she showed me the big thread thing, that fuckery, which is very persuasive, by the way. Very good argument. Yeah, they said that it kind of relied on us and our fates and how they turned out. And so I said yes, because I was kind of nervous if I didn't. A, I'm destroying the world, and B, I don't know. It seemed like they were going to replace Isolde no matter what I said. And I kind of felt better it being one of us, and you guys weren't here. And I was like, they've been here longer. Please don't hate me.
have 2 questions.
Yes. In the front.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe 2 questions and a comment. First comment, wow.
Right?
Yeah, wow. Let
I'm
me empathize
imagining
with you
this
for a moment.
from a pillow that Farah's
Yeah.
face is like muffled into. Yeah.
Arnadale's like super calm and just like listening intently. And it's like, wow, that is, yeah, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. And I think I would also be having the similar reaction, if not less. Like I would be way less dignified than you are right now. Thank you. You're just lovely.
Thanks.
My biggest question is, what are you afraid of?
I don't know anything about running anything. The only thing I know how to do is like get a deal sometimes and like make out with bartenders.
You know, I feel like I'm an authority on this concept. I have always struggled with self-doubt and not feeling confident. There are a few things that I feel confident about, which is why I like reading so much. It's really simple when you read and you learn about things. But I've gotten a chance to know you, and while I absolutely understand where you're coming from, my perspective is completely different. And I think that while I absolutely can vibe with you on what you're saying, it's not at all what I'm seeing. And I think of any one of us, I 100% support you taking this role. I think you have the grace and balance and fairness that would lead us into, at this point, it's not even about victory. It would be about, Ardell's like searching for the word. You could see her like really struggling. She's like, there's a very specific word that I'm thinking of right now. But I guess into a new reality. We're on the edge of huge changes. Some good, some bad. We're trying to prevent the bad. Either way, I think the new reality that we're walking into, you're so much more qualified than you think you are. And then I take a fat drink out of the Dixie cup. I just pull it, wrench the fucking thing out of Kara's hand. I'm like, I need this, and I'm gonna drink it. I'm just gonna be sit there like, so that's my thought. I forgot what my second point was, but there it is.
I really liked your first one though. It was really nice.
I wasn't being nice. I was speaking the truth.
Oh, girl.
To be totally honest with you guys, I only joined this religion like 5 years ago or so. I grew up with a mom who was a firm believer of the mother, paladin, cut my birthday cake with a sword. Like, she was this perfect Asmar person. And she really wanted me to do the same thing. And my dad, though, he really wanted me to be a Corellan because he never got to be. And I never really became either of those things. And people talk about having new money and stuff like that. But when I joined this church, it was like new confidence because I wasn't not a paladin and I wasn't not a Corellan. I was just where I was supposed to be, being myself as I was supposed to be. And I really didn't think that my fate was going to be anything other than, I don't know, having a mortgage and being content. And this is a lot better and a lot scarier than that in some ways. And
That's the thing about fate. You never know with fate. Right?
Yeah.
I just gotta say, I think this is a huge opportunity, and you're so good for the job. You got the recommendation from the people upstairs. Like,
also, you have
what
all
else
of
do
our
you
support.
need?
Like,
I mean, yeah, we love you. Clearly, the Sisters of Sorrow, the organization, have been making mistakes since we've shown up. We've made mistakes, and as far as I know, you are the best person for the job, because they've proven time and again that they also question half the shit that they decide to do. So you're not alone. They don't always think they're right. No one ever knows they're going to do everything right and perfect. But the point is, they have faith in you. We have faith in you. And if you follow their religion, they pushed you here to us. They brought you to us in the first place, and we wouldn't be here still without you. I mean,
we'd be dead.
Yeah.
Couple times.
There's a reason they're choosing you. There's a reason they choose you above us. Who cares about seniority? I don't want to do it, and I understand your hesitation given what we've learned about gods in the most recent weeks, but I think that's why you should do it.
And you won't be alone. Like, remember that. You have
it doesn't have to all be on your
behind
shoulders.
You. We're here to help and to listen and to slay if need be. Like, you're not alone.
And you don't take yourself too seriously, which I like.
That's true.
We're not going to stop being your drinking buddies. Like, just because you're our boss now.
Oh, don't say that. I don't like it.
Oh, I'm totally going to make fun. We're just going to let us have the joy.
I mean, look, Farah. I think you're the right person for the job. And I think it makes sense considering, I mean, out of all of us with the fave wheat thing, if we're the ones holding it together, I mean, you do seem like the obvious choice since none of the rest of us are dedicated to the sisters, actually. So, I mean, but if that means that all of the higher ups that we know now are getting canned, I mean, you got a pretty kick-ass council here. You got Arnie, who's the head of the arcane department. I'll lead the army. Saya is got inspiring speeches and organization for days. Like, you know, we've got your back.
Well, this went a lot better than I thought it was going to go, to be honest. I thought you were going to be really mad at me.
What?
I don't know.
Do you even know us? Girl, do you even know us? Come on. We're so thrilled. Like, that's the thing is, like, nobody wants that position. The responsibility of that is insanely heavy. You know, that's why I'm empathizing with you on this.
Kara lets out like a big heavy sigh.
Oh, shit.
At the sound of nobody wants it.
But like, Arnett hears it, but she's like, to get a press word, she's like, dude, like, you're like, I understand. I think we all do. But there, you know, like I said, who knows with fate and the literal fates laid this out in front of you. And again, you're not alone. We're here for you wholeheartedly with joy and love and all of the woo-woo things that go along with it, with our, you know, swords and blasty spells. And
I love the woo-woo things.
At that, you hear a knock on your door. Ahoy! Permission to board.
Oh my God.
Wesley, you don't
affirmative
to do the thing anymore. We get you don't even want to do it. It's okay.
I think he's on surveillance.
He's the only one who works here.
Kara goes and opens the door.
That's what we think.
Yeah, he's standing there with like a tray that has just like 2 bottles of like unopened tequila and like a bowl of oranges. And he's like,
beautiful. Good. Yeah. Thank you.
Here's your
best
booty.
you've ever looked, Wesley. Just take the stuff.
I give him I fill the Dixie cup and I give it to him. I'm like, don't worry, I don't have cooties, but here you go. I think you need this.
He like kind of leans and he looks up like at the ceiling of the hallway and kind of steps into the room real quick and like goes behind the door and like swigs it back and he just gives you the most grateful look in the world.
Aww.
And then
throw him a gold. Oh wait, I don't have any gold.
and then he just kind of waves and he's like, if you need anything else, I'll be below decks. And he backs up out of the room.
Thank you.
It's okay. I've been tipping him well.
Oh,
He'll be
good.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I literally have no more money.
Yeah.
I spent all my money.
I thought we gave you like 10 or something.
Oh, you have 10 gold, I think.
I
No,
mean,
at the end of it, she was like, I don't want it. She was very aggressive at the fact that you didn't want any more money from us.
I figured you would at least like throw me a water or like a bread loaf if I needed it.
Oh, girl. You can have fried pickles and mozzarella sticks no matter where
No
we
matter
go.
what.
We got you.
No matter how overpriced.
Don't worry, we got the boss lady on our side now, so I guess raises for all of us.
Oh yeah. Oh, yes. Can we just like click to that?
Yeah, I'd like to renegotiate my contract,
You
please.
guys have contracts? I never
Yeah.
got a contract.
You're the leader. I think they probably knew you were going to be the leader like all along.
Yeah.
Probably.
So Kara opens up one of the bottles of tequila and pours cups for everyone, and she doles them out, and then she suddenly and dramatically unsheathes her sword and she raises it to the ceiling, and then she sticks it into the ground, and she kneels down in front of Fera, tequila cup in hand, and is like, I will be the first to pledge myself to the new leader of the Sisters of Sorrow organization, and will thrust her glass up into the air.
God damn it, Kara. Then I guess I'll be second to pledge my whatever to whatever.
Ooh,
and
that kills you,
Sarah.
Sawyer. Ooh. Second, please. Oh, no.
3 is the magic number. I'm going to twirl my staff I'm probably Arnold's drunk at this point, so she's gonna try real hard to twirl her staff in a very elegant way and like stamp it down, and she's gonna kneel and be like, I also pledge my allegiance.
Oh my God. She
To
just
the
like
Fera.
takes a big swig and she's just like, stand up. God, I pledge myself to you guys because we are a unit. And like you guys said, I'm not doing this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, change we can see.
So not taking ourselves too seriously.
Oh my God, can we be your inner council?
Yeah, I assumed you would be. Please help me.
Yeah, like you got to give it. Oh my God, can we come up with our own titles? Like,
Absolutely.
oh my God.
If
Yeah.
there's not puns in every single one of them, I will fire you all.
Okay, I assign that duty to Kara. Kara's the pun
Kara,
master.
it's Kara. I never read any books on puns. Like Kara just has a natural gift.
It's a gift, truly.
We can revisit the titles at another time.
That's my true gift from the Sisters of Sorrow. It's the gift of puns.
And while you all are, standing up and sort of feeling good about this decision, you hear another knock on the door. Ahoy, mateys, can I come on board?
Get another shot ready.
Permission granted.
And he opens up the door and Wesley sticks his head back in. You have a visitor to the ship wishing to board. Bebop is here, and there's a lot of muddy people with him.
Oh! Oh my God. Do I feel my baby? Do I feel my baby's presence?
You do feel your baby nearby.
I'm going to probably like unceremoniously shove past everybody and go grab.
Yeah, Wesley's like, oh
Alistair.
my God, as you
Yeah.
like throw him back. And you run down the hall. And just as you're like running down the stairs into the main lobby, you see like Alistair is like flying up to the stairs to meet you. So you kind of slap smack in the middle of the hallway. And true to Wesley's word, like clustered around the little counter at the bottom here, Bebop is standing impatiently, with his clipboard out, looking at the people who are piled behind him. So you see a very miserable looking Rivaan, Lou, Lola, Lady the dog, Northwind, and Amy are all there. They look like they were dipped in mud and then walked in the sun, and it caked on to form like a giant layer on each of them. So they're standing there in the hall just looking so miserable, and Bebop is like yelling at them, going over their names and getting their information and writing things down. And as you have this reunion, Arnadel, with Alistar, Bebop calls out, he's like, "Hey, all right, okay, so we're talking here again, and all of these people, they just showed up climbing from the desert, saying they belong to you. So I don't know. Can you vouch for them? Or are they criminals?
We told you when you met us in the Oasis that we were traveling with friends and we got separated.
Oh,
remember?
These are the friends. They just got dropped off by mudmen. So
the mountain that we're traveling with, we got to have a little chit chat. And
wait, I'm sorry. You talked to the elemental?
Yeah.
You didn't file a permit for that.
Give me the paperwork and I'll file it out right now.
This is a mess. My God, this is a mess. Okay. All right. Well, if you're vouching for them, I need all of them to fill out paperwork, because if they're going to be here, we have to go through all of this routine. And they've been giving me a little lip, especially that one. And he points to Rivaan, who's just like, look so miserable.
I want to put my arm, maybe not put my arm around it, but just kind of like, oh, look, I love bureaucracy and paperwork and writing stuff down. Right now, I think it's after hours, right? Your office is closed?
What do you mean? Justice is never closed. Neither am I.
I mean, but like if everybody's at home right now, like I'll fill this paperwork out tonight and we'll deliver it first thing in the morning.
No, we're doing this right here, right now.
I'll get the tequila.
Yeah, Wesley from the stairs is like, are you intending to climb on board the vessel like that? That's a mess.
We'll figure it out. Kara, give Bebop some tequila. Is he in goblin form, or
he's in goblin form right now. You do see that he has like a little knapsack on his back that has like a big spherical thing in it. So perhaps he's brought one of his servants.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Do you have some kind of, a rec room or something where we can just get this all resolved? And Wesley's like,
squad on the floor here, baby. I want to roll a nature check on goblins to see like if there's any schmoozing I can do to get his ass to calm down so we could just like handle this.
Maybe just make a persuasion check.
Right. Okay, that's not a bad roll. That was a 17 plus 5. 22.
Yeah, so I think, you managed to talk to Bebop and to talk to Wesley and to talk to your miserable companions who have shown up and sort of diffuse the situation. So everything's fine. Like Wesley goes over and like closes the main doors, and gets everybody set up in the lobby with pens and clipboards, and Bebop is like happy because everybody's filling things out. So you all do sort of camp up.
Stroke that neuroticism.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody's happening, and Rivaan, just looks over you. He's like, thank you for sending those creatures to get us, but how? They weren't exactly chatty, and there's a lot of information missing. What happened to you? Where are we?
Pour some more tequila.
Yeah.
Wesley goes around
making it rain.
Wesley goes and gets a third bottle to like help.
I'm gonna walk over with Wesley and like get extra rooms established, and
sure.
I'm gonna be like, can somebody throw me some coin?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of this. You guys fill them in.
Or we'll give you money.
Right,
yeah,
cool.
And Rivaan will be like, no, and he'll throw like a purse with like 500 gold pieces at you.
Oh, thank God, we are poor now comparatively.
Yeah. Okay, okay, Rivaan.
He's on that.
He's
He's on that.
The Duke.
He's a Duke.
Yeah.
All right.
He's on a Duke salary.
All right.
Yeah, so he'll ask you a billion questions about what's going on, and he'll explain that they like showed up in a tomb like underground somewhere, and they had to fight off some demons that were infesting it and like make their way to the surface, and they had no idea what happened to any of you, and it was like insane. They almost all died, and basically by the time they got to the surface, all these freaking elementals showed up. And they definitely were going to kill them, but Alistar started screaming, and they knew who that was, so they climbed on board and sand surfed here, and there we go.
Was the tomb like a time shift thing? You know, because that was how we got separated.
No, I don't think so.
There were no indicators that you're in a different...
No, were you in a different time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole big thing. We
It
fell into a
was.
rift into the time, and we saw way back into the past, and we saw the crowds of gods that were coming to kill the last of the Titans in the Kronos Desert, and then we got saved by the water deity that lives inside of Saya, which brought us to the water plane, the elemental plane of water, and then we took a dragon turtle, which brought us up to our time, shot us out of an oasis. That's where we found Bebop, and that's where he brought us. And he's like, you gotta file paperwork about using a portal. We're like, what's a portal? What do you mean? And then we wound up on this wandering bazaar, and we started shopping, and we met a beholder, and then we spoke to the earth elemental who's pulling this bazaar, and then we did more shopping, and now we're here.
The earth elemental's taking us to our destination.
Great.
Yeah,
And
we're going
went-
to the
and-
Veil.
Yeah, and they went and got you.
While they've been explaining and talking to each other, Saya's just been slowly like earth bending the mud off of them. Like,
Yeah, and everybody seems super grateful as that's happening. Yeah, and Remain's like, well, it sounds like everything's under control then. Are we done here? Like, after everybody's signed off their forms, and Bebop's like, yeah, he's checking through everything. He's like, okay, I think we're good, but these are only temporary. So you really only have like a day before these all expire. Since, these lovely folks are vouching for you. I hope you understand that, buddy. And he kind of points, like, pokes Rivaan in the kneecap, and he's like, yes, sir.
Bebop, you know where to find us when that expires. We'll be here.
yeah, it just means we fill out more paperwork.
Yeah.
We're happy
Yeah, it
to.
does.
Cool.
He's like
Good to know.
clearly loves it. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
He goes home and just like rolls around and then files it all back appropriately.
He's got alarms set for every single permit
Yeah.
he approves.
My good fellow Rivaan calls to Wesley, who's just been kind of slumped over behind the desk at this point. Baths or something we could procure, and Wesley's like,
There's a
oh,
pool.
upstairs there are hot tubs for your leisure, the finest luxury craft in the bay.
We gotta pass him another fucking tequila.
Yeah, Rivaan is like, all right. Are you all right, young man?
I'm gonna just
Mm-hmm.
He's
when a
hanging
cartoon,
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the cartoon scene where like something goes under somebody's nose and it just like has that violin like there's more Dixie cups.
Yeah. And Wesley will be like, I have to go to the storage room. I'll be right back. And like takes the cup and like goes.
Lovely lad.
Yeah. But the Rivaan and his party will definitely head upstairs to those fine hot tubs that we've established are so clean and nice. And, clean up for the night and get situated in rooms. So the chaos kind of dies down as Bebop, leaves for the night, is content with all of these forms. So yeah, is there anything else you would like to do during the evening before we move into morning?
Oh man. Keep drinking, fall into bed, get ready to do it again.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Yes, Arnadel? You nodding a lot? What would you like to do?
After saying our evening farewells, mini hugs, good feelings, another shot, and then I'm gonna wander up to my little room and I'm gonna get with my little brooch. I'm gonna send my little message to Aaron because I haven't heard from him in a minute. Just be like, hey, like thinking about you. What's going on? You good? Going to bed. Like,
You up?
You up?
you up?
Hey, you up?
What's up? 2 a.m. What's up?
What's up? Okay, so you'll get a message back. Sorry, things are crazy. Valerius missing?
I love everybody's like unified movement there.
Yeah. As old freaked. Lots of chaos. No word about Mila. Stay safe. Come back soon.
Ooh, a lot has changed.
Ooh, I'm like sitting with that for a minute. And I'm like, fuck. I'll just be like, love you. We're safe.
You only
You
got the
stay
one
safe
message.
Oh, it's just a
It's
one
in
and
the
one.
note. Yeah.
Does my telepathy work on?
No.
Probably it
not
has to
from
be
this
like
far.
in a
Yeah.
radius. I was like, fuck. Okay, so I'm like, I'm gonna let everybody like have this evening to enjoy themselves. We'll talk about it at breakfast tomorrow, and then I'm gonna crawl into bed and go to sleep. I'm probably not gonna sleep.
Yeah.
I'll meditate and then maybe like 2 hours.
Yeah, so the night passes. It's that first night, like when you stay in a hotel, you know, where like you don't get the good sleep until the second night you're in the hotel.
Not true for me. I passed the fuck out.
I have
first
seen you
night.
sleep on hotel floors because you were
Yeah.
so tired. So
Out.
yeah, no,
I can
that's
sleep
true.
anywhere.
I have a photo of you curled up like a little ball on the floor.
It's a
the rug at
great
Gen Con.
photo.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
I'm all like,
yeah, but the evening passes. Everybody gets some sleep. Maybe you wake up with like a little bit of a hangover, but it was pretty good tequila actually. Wesley gave you, so it's not too bad. And you can all
Are we in the same room together?
you all got your own rooms.
got them private rooms
Oh, okay.
with their own
Well,
bathroom.
I just imagine that Saya was really drunk, so it took her a long time to fall asleep, and she
Yeah.
ended up making little mud statues with the
All the
mud left
extra
over
mud.
from the people. But she doesn't remember doing it, so she wakes up in the morning and these tiny little mud figures are scattered throughout her room.
Oh,
and-
you're like, oh, the elemental
That's
loves me.
The fuck happened here?
You're like, only I could do that, but why?
All right,
Yeah.
I'm
Did
gonna-
I do this?
I'm gonna refill
But,
my
like-
cup. Think about what you want to do before breakfast.
At like
Yeah.
2 a.m., Farah gets
gonna-
a knock on her door, and here's Farah.
You up?
Huh? From inside. Who is it?
I think it's a face that you have not seen in a while.
Oh my god. You just hear from inside. And there's like a stumble out. And she opens the door wide-eyed.
Yeah,
Carl!
Strong, muscular frame, leaning drunkenly in the doorway. Because I imagine Kara is not a tequila drinker. She's just knocker.
I love what's happening right now.
Yeah, what's happening right now?
Kara going off. Kara
I
just
literally
showed up
got
at
more
Farah's
tequila.
door at 2 in the fucking morning as Carl saying, hey.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I am not
Oh.
even here right now. What is happening? Tell me. The DM is asleep, so
I
Roll for
love it.
seduction.
Oh my god.
She just
And like,
Untie that cod piece.
pats his chest and is like, "What brings you to my door at this hour?"
Well, you've had quite a night and quite a shock with some news, and I thought you might like some company in processing some of it.
Oh my god, it's not
And
even
he's
my
like
birthday.
leaning on his elbow in the doorway and kind of like slips and then like breaks himself and then it's like smooth.
It's okay. I like not being the damsel. I'll whisk you off your feet. And she just like pats his cheek. Okay, I'm not gonna lift you though, but you can come in.
I'll lift you.
I have a very important question. Is Kara still like mentally Kara in this state?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, get it?
Okay. So
Hold on. I need to roll something.
okay.
Okay.
How? Okay. Wow. All right. So Farah's the person being approached here. So Farah, how far does this go?
I think there's some heavy petting until she finally is like, wait. Boops the nose. Wait. I thought you were like in love with Isolde.
I mean, I am, but she doesn't know that yet. And I'm feeling like she's probably gonna reject me, and that's okay. This was just for the fun of it.
All right. She's down.
All right.
I mean, it's been a long time coming. It was
I think
the minute you guys met each other, there was a tension in the
there
room.
was a
I
tension.
didn't know what to do with.
Wow. So the evening, why don't you both go ahead and roll some, I don't know, performance checks for me? How does this night go?
19.
Performance. Did we used to have like stamina
16.
checks?
Yeah, that was
Constitution.
3-5. 16? Wow, you have a surprise, despite all of the tequila, everything works the way it should, and I think y'all have a pretty...
It's the novelty of it all.
Yeah, y'all...
This is also Kara's first time doing it with male parts.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
how's
true.
that?
It's, I
What
guess,
the fuck
surprisingly
is
easy
that like?
to handle.
It feels natural.
You know, it's sort of intuitive. You just put the thing in the thing, and
Yes, of course, you have experience with, accessories and such.
I think. I mean, you dated an
Previous
artificer.
girlfriend was
yeah,
an artificer.
So I feel
But
like
this accessory has nerve endings in it.
Yeah.
wow, yeah, no, I think you both have exactly the kind of night you're looking for.
Brilliant.
And
Believing.
so when it rolls around to morning, did Kara stay the night, or did Kara go back to her room eventually, or?
I mean, unless Fera kicked them out, they would have stayed.
No, she probably just was like rolled over. Great job.
Because you all know my ass is getting up at the crack of dawn. I'm gonna knock on everybody's doors to be like, I have news. Rise and shine.
I have bad news. Oh my god.
Rise and shine, bluebirds. I got some shit to tell you. Oh,
I don't
You
know.
see some weird shit everywhere.
Kara, what are
Yeah.
you doing here?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had two PCs bone each other. It's always just been my
Ta-da.
NPCs. I feel left out.
This
Oh.
is what happens when you go up to get drinks now.
Yeah, so we roll around to morning, and Arnadel, you're knocking on the door. Yep, Kara, what are you doing here?
I'll just be like, you know what? We don't have time for
Kara
this.
is still as Carl because they never bothered to take off the circlet, like passed out wearing it. So you see this blonde goateed man in Farah's
ass
bed.
naked on Farah's bed, just
Yes.
like
Spooning
flaccid
Farah.
dick
Yeah.
draped across the leg.
So graphic. Yes.
It's not. It's a lovely
Yep.
image.
No, I know. Oh, Renaissance
be like,
painting, truly.
I mean, yeah. So Arnold's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna address that later. Hey,
Good morning.
Maidens, you know what? Meet me downstairs in like 5 minutes. Can you promise that? 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Can you give it like an hour?
Oh no.
An hour. I'll be downstairs. You just
It's like 6 in the
find
goddamn
you.
morning.
I'm gonna just like
find you.
haughtily close the door. I'm so flustered right now that I'm like, I can't, like, no time to be confused. I'm gonna close the door and I'm gonna go to Saya's room and be like, I need to tell you some shit.
Which shit?
You see
Not that, just
you see Saya with like an armful of mud people, and just like, yeah, okay, well, give me a minute.
Mud people. What is
I'm
going
like,
on?
Yeah, Arnold's like, what the fuck? Like, okay, whatever. Yeah, she's just gonna be like, all right, I've made the announcement. She's gonna go downstairs and order coffee and a bottle of whiskey and spike her coffee with it with a dollop of whipped cream and just sit there and read her book until everybody shows up.
Oh, so Rivaan was actually already sitting in the bar before you got there, and also has coffee sitting in front of him. He's like, he offers the seat next to you on the barrel in the restaurant.
Oh, I'm gonna like just sit down, like slightly distracted. I'm gonna like, when you're like just armpit grab something, so that I've got armpit grabbing my bottle of whiskey. I've got a book in my other hand. Fucking Alistair is wrapped around my neck tightly because we still had separation anxiety from each other. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna be like, I need a minute. Like if she smoked, she would smoke a cigarette at this point. Just like, like there's so much.
Are you all right?
Relatively speaking, yes. How are you?
Relatively speaking, I'm all right as well.
Yeah.
Can I get you any? Do you need help? Any like, sort of, takes a bottle from you and sets it down and just kind of, he like does the gentleman thing where he like goes under your elbow and just like kind of gets you situated and like lands you on the chair. And
so hot. Arnadelle has been alone for a hot minute and she misses her man. And my God, and also what she just saw, like, she's just like, fuck, like, you know what? Now's not the time for this. She's like, look, so ritualistically speaking, if I have news to share, like big news. Okay. But like I said, ritualistically speaking, it's like kind of a thing that I do this with, Kara, Fera, and Saya first. I'm not holding back. You're going to be part of this as well, but I don't want to like start talking about it and then they trickle down and you have to start repeating yourself. So let's just have a lovely morning. Like, I don't know you very well. Why don't we just get to know each other?
Sure. And he gives you a winning 24 charisma smile as dare. He is like, okay. Sure. Well, do you need anything? They have a full bar here, so.
Oh no. I'm good. I got this whiskey. Like, we're good. But do you need anything?
Sure. And he slides over his coffee.
And I pour it and I'm like, so, like, tell me about yourself.
All right. A soldier, been a soldier my whole life. Love my country. Doing the best I can, I guess. Well, I'm not very interesting, I suppose, compared to someone like you.
Not very interesting either. I read a lot. That's about it.
Admirable. A quality my parents wish I had. Certainly.
Oh, you can always pick up a book any old time. There's a book for everybody. She's lost her confidence. She's just like, oh no.
Well, perhaps you can recommend some for me. Sometime.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Like, I mean, what can't I recommend?
Great.
You want some pancakes?
Yeah, Wesley will come by out of the kitchen and take your order eventually. Yeah, so
Why am I alone in this? I'm like literally waiting for anybody else to speak up here. Like,
it's just you in the bar with him at this moment.
Why?
So he'll keep having a conversation with you, and he's just very well spoken and very charming. But you already knew that about Rivaan.
It is literally taking all of my like self-awareness to not say something really stupid. Like, you're so articulate for someone who doesn't read.
Yeah.
I don't say that. The thought crosses my mind a couple of times, and I'm just like, yeah, like, well, what else are you into besides hacking and slashing and like, army stuff?
Do you have a personality?
Do you enjoy hobbies?
So you can continue on this conversation, and I think eventually, Saye, you can. What are you doing with all these dolls? Disposing of them?
Yeah, I think she just kind of like shoves them under the bed and then in various parts of the room in hopes that future guests find them or don't find them. It's just little surprises like gnomes in The Sims. They just show up in random parts of the room.
Oh my god, terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh. All right, so after you do that, what would you like to do?
I come down, I join Arnadel. I'm like, hey, sorry, I don't even really know what that was, but I guess I had some fun last night after we all went to bed, so.
Oh, did you?
Arnadel's looking at you like,
I had some wholesome fun, okay?
Yeah, because you opened your door and I saw inside of your room, and I'm just like,
arts and crafts time.
Oh yeah. Well, so I we should wait till Fera and Kari gets here. Carl?
Speaking of that situation, what's going on?
Carl.
I didn't say Carl. I just said Kara. I'm not airing anybody else's dirty laundry. I'm just
okay, fine. I thought we were gonna gossip.
Wow.
No. Arnadel's just like, I don't know if Kara and Fera waiting for them. But obviously, like, I do such a poor job hiding the discomfort with that. Like, obviously, you know something's up. You're just like, what?
Yeah, like, okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll be right down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Should I go get her?
Nope. Just here's some coffee, and I ordered pancakes. Rivaan is really good at crochet.
Oh my god, cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Okay. Wait, perception or an insight?
Insight, okay.
Yeah. And Rivaan...
Natural 20.
Whoa! Yeah, Rivaan is like, crochet, and he is...
Arnadel's just
20.
like...
Arnadel is clearly hiding something that is wrong, and she's...
I'm hiding multiple things. I'm just like, can this just nightmare fucking end? Like, where the fuck is... Like, I'm borderline ready to, like, mentally telepathize the two of them to get their asses downstairs. She's, like, having a fucking anxiety attack.
Well, because you still don't know that Kara and Gidget broke up, right? I'm the only one who knows that.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Sure.
It hasn't.
Oh, Fera didn't know that. But
it hasn't been confirmed.
He already invited me.
Arnadel picked up that Kara was shopping for Isolde, and she's like, "Wait, what?" And she's not an idiot. She could be like, okay, like, that's new. And then that happened. So Arnadel's like, okay, obviously something's up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, we could help each other connect some dots here. But okay, fine. I guess we'll wait.
No, I'm so consumed with the fact that this is, like, very uncomfortable. And Rivaan's hot. And we're talking. There's so much.
Like yes,
there's a lot going on.
She's so distracted, like, and flustered. We can talk about it later.
I need to eavesdrop on some people soon. I'm getting itchy.
All right, Fera and Kara, tell me what's happening upstairs in this room. God. It's been like Arnadel came to get you. You're like, fuck off, Arnadel. It's been like that 15 minutes, where the guilt finally starts to set in. That you should probably wake up.
The two worst morning people.
Right, exactly.
I think that the 15 minutes passes and then another 10 minutes and then finally like
That where you're doing like the whole rolling over thing, like you're thinking you're gonna go back to sleep, but you never do.
You never
just
do.
lie there.
No, you just feel
And
so
then
guilty because your alarm already went off, and you're like, "Oh, I have to write this stupid D&D thing, or whatever." I don't know.
it got too real.
And so finally, eventually, Carl is like pats Fera on the butt and was like, "Well, I guess I'll go get dressed," and looks around for clothes and like puts on some pants and was like, "I'll see you down there." I mean, well, whatever. They're already gonna know who gives a shit.
To be honest, I mean, until we're both actually tied down and all, like, that was fun. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, I'm into it. And then
Well-
just like, oh yeah.
Farah just like had been watching him get dressed in bed, and then as soon as he leaves, she just like does a big like cat stretch and is like, oh, okay. And just like gets dressed and like looks at her mussed hair, like licks the hands. Sure. Goes
Yeah.
downstairs.
Car grabs like a couple oranges, takes off the circlet, gets back into regular car form, pukes, eats a few oranges, and goes downstairs with a business bun like a champion.
Yeah.
My hero.
Oh god. So you all make it downstairs. So Saya and Arnidal, as you're like going back and forth, Farah and Kara walk in. And Rivaan looks around and is like,
Hey, you guys.
Sorry, Arnidal, should I go?
No. It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Oh, all right.
This is like, hey guys, so glad you could join. I have been dying to tell you some news pertaining to the Sisters of Sorrow. She's like extra animated because she thinks in Arnidal's dumb fucking overly intelligent but still super dumb brain that like if she makes a bigger deal out of the Sisters of Sorrow news, we can like kind of undermine the like
Can ignore
the little
Yeah.
tidbit that she knows and is like trying not to share because it's like out of respect, you know, like Kara and Fera can share that information. It's not Arnidal's place to share that information. Is
Even
what
how
she's getting.
sus you were being earlier, Saya
Well,
is just like squinting the hell
she-
out of Kara.
Obviously,
and Fera
she
right now.
sucks at lying. She can't lie, so that's the conundrum there. Is she's desperately trying to avoid answering any. So she's like, so some shit really popped off. I don't know if.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I think things are not okay.
With what?
Our organization. I reached out to Aaron last night because I missed him, and she's like kind of nervously glances over at Rivaan. She's like, and I wanted to check in and see if he was doing okay, and he said that things are not okay. Everything is in chaos. Isolde is no bueno, and I forget what the other details were, but she shares everything that Aaron shared, you know, like no Mila. She's just like, yeah, so yeah.
So things at the keep aren't going well. Valerius is missing. Isolde is apparently freaking out. Yeah, no
Valerius
word from
is
Mila.
missing. Yeah.
Oh, God. Does this thing go any faster without killing people?
Did the sisters mention when they spoke to you yesterday about how this would be relayed to the higher ups?
Not in any detail.
I get a deep sense that this is unrelated.
Okay, well that makes my guilt feel like it's not there anymore. So that's good. I like this idea.
anything unrelated when your gods are gods of fate.
Yeah. To say that, like, I don't think the Sisters of Sorrow, I'm speaking as Ardell. I don't think the Sisters of Sorrow are just like, hey, Zold, so you need to, like, pack up your office.
Get your shit out of your desk by tomorrow.
Sure.
Oh, man.
Farah looks over.
We're going in another direction.
But like details of stuff maybe for later. But there's nothing that we can really do right now until we finish this. We're already almost there. It would be silly to leave now.
Oh no, yeah. I think it just adds a sense of urgency to.
Oh yeah.
We gotta.
But definitely check in when you can. See if there's any news, any updates.
Yeah.
Rivaan, because he's still sitting at the table, right?
Yeah. Yes. Of course. Yeah. Yep.
There is a teleportation circle at the Sisters of Sorrow. And I know you have one at North Point. Could you go and check on them? When we left, it felt like, we were gearing up for invasion, and it's either that or some kind of chaos.
Well, the Kronos Desert itself interferes with teleportation magic. That's why we weren't able to take a circle to where we're going. But if you would like, once we reach our destination, I can certainly head off. I'm not sure how long this mission of yours will take, but if you're comfortable, myself or one of my companions can go back and see what's going on. We might, get a few days ahead of you. Again, I'm not really sure what talking to this Anjou will entail.
The Earth Elemental said it would take 3 days to arrive there to the Vale. I guess it really depends on what we'll find out once we get there about where we need to go. But we have to find this avatar and figure out how to defeat it. If we don't do that, then it's all been for nothing.
Rivaan.
Yes.
We're like 99% guaranteed to get to our destination, and you were tasked with escorting us to that destination. We're currently in a situation that is really fucking safe, and I feel like, considering the things that are going on back home, which we need our home base to be intact for us to continue to operate to succeed in this mission, are you capable of going from here?
I suppose we could do that. We just need to get supplies here, and then we can head back.
And then I get a little sheepish, and I look at Fera, and I'm like, it's not my call. Like, I just, actually, it's your. What do you think, Fera?
I think that we should all have a say in it. I don't want to make any decisions without everybody weighing in on it. That's not really my style, to make a choice before listening to everybody else. My way in is that I think that we don't know what lies ahead. If you have the ability to speak to Aaron and get an update, we keep going towards a pit stop where Rivaan can do a quick teleportation circle instead of risking him not getting back potentially in this shitty desert.
Arnadel, Farah, can you message Isolde, or can you message one of the higher ups and maybe try and get more info?
Yes, I think so. I have it up. Message spells like 24 hours or after at dawn.
I feel like there's a range on message.
Yeah, the cantrip one is like really like 120.
Yeah, unfortunately,
like
sending is really the only option, and you can only do sending because of your Asylum's class, which is attuned to Aaron specifically.
Got it. Yeah.
But Rivaan will say, I have a way to contact the Tsarina, if that is what you wish. If also I could come
We
with
just
you
need some reconnaissance.
to the outpost. I mean, the outpost is manned by at least 10 mages. Between the 10 of them, they likely have the power we might need to either facilitate a quick transportation or some quick messages. It requires at least 10 to run the pylon.
I think it sounds like we need more information before we do any kind of teleportation.
All right.
And I look at Farah. I'm like, right, Kara, Saya.
Farah just looks back, very alarmed and not ready for this. Still, just like, I think we should wait and keep moving forward because it's gonna take a long ass time for them to get back on foot anyway.
Yes. All right. Well, if it is as you say, this creature will be able to take us to our destination tomorrow. So it just seems we have this one day to kill, to resupply, get ready for what comes. But when we reach the outpost, perhaps we can learn more. We can answer some more questions.
Sounds like the best option to me. Anyone else have any?
I am really concerned about Valerius missing.
I know.
He's more knowledgeable than I am. And
I mean,
and
it could be he left to do a secret mission on his own without telling people. We don't exactly know the danger level.
I've hung out with Valerius for so many hours in the library and in the Arcanum and all the it just doesn't seem like him to do that.
We also have to look at the chance that he might have gone to side with Rem.
Exactly.
Fuck.
She was the reason why he was there.
He seemed very loyal to her, so.
Yeah. I mean, Arnold's like kind of thinking and like biting her lip. She's like, he's a lot. I just really want to believe he's more logical than that.
I mean, I was questioning what side I laid on before I managed to get more information from Persona. So maybe he's trying to do the same thing. He's trying to learn a little bit more for himself.
I mean, like same. I also question. I don't know if you guys remember, we had our conversation where I was like, yeah, of course it's crossed my mind if Rem is actually not in the wrong. Like, we don't actually know Rem's intentions. We don't really know. We just keep hearing from the fates that.
Of course, but I'm saying he has his own way of figuring it out for himself. We've all wondered in our heads, and we've all had different reactions to it. This probably might be just his.
We're just speculating at this point. But I guess the worry is real. I think I'm just saying I'm hope he's okay. This is what I'm really worried about.
Same.
And
no matter what he decides, I mean, he was a good friend to all of us. He is.
I love that Dragonborn.
Oh my god.
Insufferable.
I'd be friends with him if it was just his wardrobe. I'm not even kidding you.
He's helped me with mine. Have you noticed?
Very cute. I do see all the little details.
Yeah, he's amazing. That Dragonborn knows more about books than I do. And I'm like really worried. Yeah. So I guess we just sit tight until we get to where we're going, huh?
Yeah. And Rivaan will
hurry up and wait.
Yeah, look around the table and be like, all right. Well, I suppose with that, I'll take everyone out, get them equipped, get ready, and we'll plan to be at Outpost 7 tomorrow.
Do you care if we just keep drinking here in the meantime?
By all
Car
means.
grabs the whiskey.
I have a few things to attend to, but if anyone needs to be carried upstairs later, well.
Arnetta looks at him and is like, gives him a look like
I keep that in
maybe. Yeah, he's like, I don't know. I might need to be carried upstairs later. Oh my God, she's drunk and she doesn't know what she's saying.
I have weak ankles. Oh.
Well, he gives you both a nod, and then walks out of the bar. And with that, we are ending the episode because tomorrow we reach our destination.
Oh my, what a juicy episode it
Yay,
was.
this was a juicy episode. My God. I was saying in chat, I was like, people were like, wow, Celeste, you really have a good handle on your players. I was like, I don't fucking know what's going to happen ever. Thank you,
I was
everybody.
feeling extra sassy tonight.
Extra spicy.
I'm literally drinking tequila all night.
Oh my God, yes. I have
character.
some very
Yes.
bad Sauvignon I've been enjoying
Ooh.
while this drama
Enjoying.
unfolds.
Girl, it's all about that reposado.
Oh my God. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting Venture Maidens. Thank you all for being here. While I have your attention, Black Lives Matter. Go ahead, look on social media everywhere where you can donate, help, support. Last week, we took Descent into Avernus off. We recorded a very brief video about some links, some organizations to support. So if you are lost on what to do, please check that out. But just keep your ears out. Support Black creators. This is a tumultuous time. We hope everybody is staying safe and well, but also fighting for change that we need in the world. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for being here for this stream. I have been your Dungeon Master, Celeste Conowitch.
I've been your surprisingly flirty and very stressed out Moon Elf Warlock Arnadella Thill, played by Brittany Quintero.
I am playing Fera, your thoroughly satisfied sorceress.
Do tell.
Oh boy.
God damn. I'm Nassim and I am your thirsty for gossip human monk, Cyanur.
Yes.
It'll happen, girl. It'll happen.
I'm your cleric in the streets, barbarian in the sheets.
Oh my
Harbin.
God.
Wow.
Y'all are nuts.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh my
Wow.
God. Thank you all so much for listening to this fucking episode. I cannot wait to edit this later. But anyway,
Sage.
Jesus
Sage.
Christ. Until next time,
Venture
away. Venture away, you horn dogs. Oh my God. All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.